The good news is you are a mess. Hey, great, you found us. Thanks for tuning in. This is Not Good at Normal. Thanks for joining us. This is Mother Teresa. Tea with Not Good at Normal. Do you maybe sometimes feel like you are not who you're supposed to be? Where you're supposed to be? Maybe you feel like you're stuck. Maybe you don't belong sometimes. Have you tried your best? Have you given it your all? Really deep down, think of times when you maybe quit because you were tired. Maybe you didn't go the long haul. If you really truly give it your 200% all in, learn from your mistakes, move on, you will get to be where you are supposed to be. Self-development is all about knowing yourself and knowing what you can do. The human mind is enormous. The amount of activity and information that it can hold, that it does. It's like a computer, and you know that you can do so much with certain programs, but you only know how to turn it on. But hey, the good news is you are a mess, and you can own up to it. So if you're saying, well, everyone's a mess, it's okay to be a mess right now. It was a terrible year. Everyone had a horrible year. Well, guess what? I'm here to tell you, maybe it's tough love, but own your own shit. You made it a tough year. Maybe there were things happened that you couldn't control or you didn't think you could control, but you can always control your actions. You can always control your thoughts around certain world events. Did the world end because of an election? No. Did your immediate life change the day after an election, whether it went your way or not? No. And, by the way, if you don't vote, you don't have a voice in bitching about this or that. None whatsoever. And if you don't live in the country of said, elections or certain things happening, you also don't have the right to bitch. Too many people just play the victim. But my job doesn't pay well, or I grew up in a poor community, or my mother never knew how to do this, or, we never did that. Well, you know what? Most of us, our parents didn't know any better. So they told you to get a job, work hard, get what you want, pay your bills. You'll be fine if you can just pay the bills. They didn't know that it was okay not to work the 9 to 5, that normal people just don't do that. They actually do. They can. And you should. If you have a dream, don't let someone burn your candle out because their limitations on themselves won't let you do what you want to do. You're not in their head and they're not in yours. So don't let them talk you out of something. Here's a tip. Don't tell people your dreams. Don't tell people anything until you are ready or until you are to the stage where you think you can't hide it anymore because you're successful. You're doing it. You're making it. No one's going to believe you or understand, well, what do you mean you quit your job, you can't do this, or you're making money off the internet, or you're doing this or that? Why should you have to explain it to them? You're living your life. They're not paying your bills. I say all this not to make you angry, not to belittle you. You should never forget where you come from. No, you should remember that always, every single day. Remember it, feel it, and remember the feeling that maybe you were put down or you were embarrassed because of this or that. Remember that. That's the feeling that's going to propel you forward. That's going to keep you going. That's the drive. You want your kids to do better and to be better. Your parents wanted you to do better than they did. I know as a parent, I want my daughter to do far better and greater than I ever have. And I know she will. And I've tried to instill that in her, that she can do anything. My parents never believed in that because their parents never believed it. Work hard all your life and have little to show for it. There's more to life than that. Owning your own shit. That's really what this whole podcast is about. The victim mentality, that's a cop-out. You don't want to do it. Oh, but I don't have this or I don't that. You can make any excuse in the book, but that's all it is, and it's an excuse. You don't feel like doing something. You don't want to do better. You don't like your job, but you don't want to go put in the effort to change it or to do something else, or maybe to try to get a promotion. Try to learn more about what it is, what it entails, and how you can get more money, more opportunities. They don't just fall into your lap. You have to make things happen. How would you feel if you're looking back, it's December 31st. Look back on the year. Did you do all you could this year? Did you make a difference in yours or anyone else's life? Or did you marathon watch all 75 seasons of Supernatural? We all have a choice. We all have the same amount of time. That's the only thing I'm going to say that we should all do. We should all strive to be better. Because not being normal, I don't like a crowd. I don't like following the follower. You do have to believe in yourself. You are unique. God made you special, and you are the only you, as Dr. Seuss says. You are youer than you. There is no other like you. Now, next time we're together, we will be more soft and more proactive as far as things you can do in order to change your attitude, change your perspective, and to be more positive on a daily basis. You can start by listening to audios, watching videos. That's what Mother Teresa's here to do. Give you the goods, but I don't sugarcoat. So hopefully you learned something, or at least you got a little something out of it and are going to get up bright and early tomorrow and not hit the snooze button, as Mel Robbins says. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Do it. One small thing. Walk the dog a little farther. 3, 4 times a day as opposed to just once or twice. Every little thing counts towards your goal. Write it down. Make a list. Put it in your journal. 5, 10 minutes. You got this.
If you see me in the mini, please be sure and wave hello. If you liked the podcast, then please subscribe.